Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, family and friends. It is nasty outside, raining cats and dogs right now. I took yesterday off, partially because it was my day off, partially because I wanted to make sure the things that I wanted to talk about were still applicable. So Friday, in all of the divine wisdom that is MAGA, Trump did a couple of things. One, he wants to reopen Alcatraz jail, Alcatraz Island, which was closed I don't know how many decades ago because it was not cost effective. It was just too expensive to try and keep that thing open. All right, we're past that. The other thing he did is he wants to defund PBS. You know, PBS, Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers. Like, how does that even make sense to want to defund PBS? I don't know. This stuff don't make no sense. In other news, more MAGA voters have hit the FAFO, F around and find out season. We got the coal miners. We already got the farmers. Know what's happening to them. Well, the next group is truckers. Truckers and unions. So, apparently, even though America does not have an official language, he wants for all truckers to be required to speak, read, and write fluent English. Now, I mean, on the surface, I could say, okay, I get it, but why not French? Why not Portuguese? Why not whatever? Because we don't have an official language here in America. But what that has done is a good portion, I don't know if it's 40% or if it's 60%, but a good portion of our truckers, English is not their first language, whether they're from the Middle East, whether they're from, you know, other parts of Europe or South America or Mexico. A good portion of our truckers, English is not their first language. So, in addition to farmers not having workers to farm their fields, now we're going to have a shortage of truckers to actually transport goods to stores. You thought the shelves were empty during COVID. Wait till this hits. Unions, dock workers at our major ports, they're laying off workers as well because they don't have shipments coming in because of the tariffs. I mean, they really do not think these things through. Really do not think these things through. Now, the other big one that I wanted to touch on was Trump is trying to roll back civil rights. And I'm not just talking about discrimination and DEI. I'm also talking about separation of church and state. He wants to make Christianity like an official doctrine and follow the Bible, which I'm Christian. But I also remember history, and the whole point when America was founded, it was founded on religious freedoms. And if you believe in America and you believe in the Constitution, you should be against this nonsense. Plus, I don't necessarily trust everybody that says they're a Christian. I don't trust them necessarily. My particular church that I go to, yeah, but like when I see televangelists on TV and they've got private jets and these luxury tour buses like they're rock stars, I don't trust those guys that say that they're Christian like that. And these are the type of people that are Trump supporters. I don't trust them. Anyway, just a couple of things that I wanted to touch on for Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. If you don't think the rolling back of the civil rights is a big deal, you're really part of the problem. And I can say that with a straight face. It's not just, in addition to the stuff he calls DEI or woke or whatever, that's code word for saying, hey, we want to be able to discriminate and be racist against people of color. That's really what it is. because there's no other end goal. There's no other point to that. But now trying to roll back the separation of church and state, you're just doing you're doing too much. And for everybody that says they believe in America, they love the Constitution, this should be something that really disturbs you and worries you. Anyway, thank you. That's my video. And hey, this white tie really pops. I just got to say that I like the way it looks on camera. Thank you, and you guys have a good afternoon.